Wilson.
I can't believe you haven't been in the studio before. We've done so much together over the years.
I know.
I mean,
feels like I've been here, but I haven't. It's my first time.
Hey, we're going to make it really... Wow, you should be so nervous, Lainey.
Oh, I am.
Wow,
yeah,
you should
I'm
be so
sweating.
nervous. Lainey's been to my house a couple times. She
I
taught
know.
me how to do the get up way back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
We did the Bobby cast way early.
Yeah.
You've been to my house now. You
Yeah.
did. I mean, you played with the Raging Idiots at the Ryman, but you've never been in this room.
It's crazy.
Crazy. Well, Lainey Wilson is here. She got a song that's about to be a #1 song. How does that feel to have this song right here, Things a Man Ought to Know, just be the song in country music?
Well, I wasn't expecting to get emotional this early in the morning. I am so humbled and excited, and I know this is just the beginning, and I really know that, the hard work is just beginning now, too. It's like I've been preparing for the race. I finally entered it. Now I'm about to run it. That's what it feels like.
And it's now when you're exhausted, you have to remember, I'm so thankful to be tired because I get to be tired at what I've been working so hard to do.
That's right.
And so you're right. Yeah, the race is now, you're really starting to run now, but man, how great is it that you have something that's popping?
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I hear from so many people every day. I mean, from single mothers, from dads who are trying to teach their little girls a few things a man ought to know. I hear from guys who gave up and got it wrong. I hear from this one lady who was about to go through a divorce, and she sent the song to her husband, and he heard it and snapped out of it. And I mean, in my opinion, that's the power of country music.
That's crazy.
So,
I mean, you say power, there is a power, and there is almost a responsibility too.
yeah.
Like you have a voice.
That's right.
Not a literal singing voice, but you have a voice as a songwriter and as an artist that gets to be on country radio.
That's right.
Like there's some responsibility there, right?
It's a lot of responsibility for sure. It's my responsibility to make sure that people feel like they're not alone. Whether that means it's a turn it up, have a good time kind of song, or the opposite, whatever. We're all in this together. So
Also stumbled onto a new bit we should do where we have, if people want to play new songs, they play verse and chorus, and if we cheer, they keep going.
No.
And if we don't, they go away.
exactly.
Yeah, they do verse and chorus.
I
and
was
we're-
just about to get up and walk out.
Yeah. We were like, oh, how about that? Hey, that was great. I mean, I know you're great. Amy, what do you think about Lainey? I've known Lainey for a long time. So.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, I've said it on the show a couple weeks ago. This is my favorite song on the radio right
Really?
now.
Oh, it is.
Oh yeah, we did a whole segment about it, and like
Thank
I hear it. I love it. In fact, I'm challenged in the first verse anytime I'm driving in my car, and I'm like, shoot. I don't know how to pull a trailer,
Girl,
change a tire.
look.
I don't know.
I said I know how to do it. I didn't say good. So
Okay.
there's a difference.
No, but your voice is amazing, and it's
You're
just
sweet.
such a beautiful song. So we're so happy for you.
Thank you.
We're going to
Thank
come
you so
back in a
much.
second with Lainey. Lainey Wilson is here, which, by the way, her album, which was back in February, is called Saying What I'm Thinking. If you guys, are like, wow, I really love her. I want to go check out and stream her music. Check out her album. You're out on the road with Jason Aldean. We were having a debate here internally. Is he over 6 foot tall? Because I said the same thing. He's listed at 6'2", and I feel like
Maybe with his boots on.
that's what we said. Would you say that Jason Aldean is 6'2"?
I would not look at him and think he was 6'2".
Me either. Me either.
But who knows? I'm not good at that, honestly.
Cover your bases. I agree. Who knows? Because I don't either. But we were talking about country stars 6 foot or over, and Aldean was listed at 6'2", and I was like, man, maybe he is. Maybe he's deceivingly tall.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I feel like
just
he's
don't
about
think
6
so.
foot.
I could definitely settle with 6 foot. By the way, there is no such thing as 5'11" for a guy. Because
What?
no.
Why?
If you're 5'11", you just say you're 6 foot. If someone is saying they're 5'11", they're really like 5'9" and a half. There is no guy that's 5'11". So even if you are, you say 6 foot. Listen, I say I'm 6'1". I'm
Yeah.
like 6 foot and a half, but I feel like I can round up.
I know. I say I'm 5'6". I'm probably like 5'5" and a half.
Are you
Just
5'5"?
stretching it.
Are you that short?
I am
Ray,
5'5".
Ray, are you taller than Lainey?
Yeah, I got her by a couple inches.
You don't have her by. See,
No,
he's lying.
Ray's
We
5'6".
measured Ray. Ray's 5'6". I just wanted to test him there.
Yeah, 5'6". I'm the tallest female in my family. I've got some short women
What's
in my
your
family.
how tall's your mom?
5'1", and some just yeah.
Is your dad tall?
My daddy is 5'10".
So-
Short family.
So he's 6.
So it's right.
yeah, so
He
he's
te-
6 foot. He's 6'2".
Did he teach you how to play guitar?
He did. He showed me a few chords. He learned to play by ear just growing up. A guy named Jerry Cupid, who actually used to produce Ken Mellons and Kevin Sharp back in the 90s, is from Baskin, my hometown, and showed my daddy a couple chords, and then he just kind of picked it up. And then he gave me his Fender guitar, and
That's not the one though?
oh,
is
this
it?
is not it. This
Okay.
is
Well, you're looking at it like it's the one.
I
and
was like, honestly,
wow.
I was like, which one am I playing today?
What do you think the first chord? Show us the first chord you learned. Was it G?
It was, but it was called what Daddy liked to call the easy G.
Oh, here we go. Let's hear a little easy G from Lainey Wilson.
Literally, it's just two fingers like this,
Oh,
wow.
and then easy C.
Amy, when you hear that first chord, play that G again. What song is it? Just what does it make you think about?
Like free falling.
That's what I thought.
Interesting.
What do you think
No.
of? What do you hear?
I don't hear Free Fallin'.
Okay.
It was all
Yeah, me too. Me
that
too.
I could do to keep from crying.
That's totally what
Yeah, I
I
heard
heard.
David Allen Co.
Well, Lunchbox and I are on the same.
Yeah, free falling's in D, guys. Come on.
Can you play?
That's
Is it
so
though?
funny.
Can you play D? Just hit D for Amy. Cause I'm free.
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
hear
for
that one?
sure.
When you are playing a show before Aldean, what's that crowd like?
Nuts.
Yeah,
They could not have chose like more me, Hardy, and Jason. I mean, like the three most redneck people in this town. So it has been so much fun, and I get to stand there side stage and just honestly learn from them. I mean, the way they just connect with their people is just unreal.
Do you ever have to watch for Jason's like pyro, like his explosive stuff on the stage?
Dude, you can be 100 feet away and still feel the fire. It's like, all right.
I would be scared one would go off while I was up there doing like the, opening up. Are you still doing any music for Yellowstone? Because back in the day we used to talk about that because you had
Yes.
songs all over Yellowstone.
Yeah.
And we're coming back with a new season.
Yeah.
Any chance there?
We'll see what happens. You know, the music that they put, the sync music they put on the show is really one of the last things they do before it even goes out, which is so wild. But yeah, so I might know like 2 weeks before an episode, and they'll be like, hey, by the way, we're going to use Things a Man ought to know or whatever. So, I mean, Taylor Sheridan, the writer and producer of the show, has been really good to me.
How did you get in contact with him early? Because again, your songs were featured from the beginning.
Yeah, so Yellowstone had reached out to WME, and they were looking for some music back in 2018, and they sent over a self-titled EP of mine, and he chose one of the songs off there. It was remember when the bull was breaking into the bar?
Yeah.
That scene? That's one of my favorite scenes of the show. But from there, he invited me to come out to Vegas and play at this like horse reining competition that he was doing. And I got to just kind of hang out with him and talk, and we bonded over horses because I grew up riding too. And he was like, hey, here's my number. If you feel like you've got anything for the show, send it my way. And
That's in him every song. I would be like, well, I wrote this today.
yeah, no, I know.
Show. It's actually called Yellowstone.
Yeah.
What a coincidence. What's Baskin, Louisiana like?
300 people, $2.99 after me. Cornfields, just a bunch of blue collar farming, just good people. Good people.
Are they proud of you back home?
Very proud of me. Yes, they are. They're excited. Finally, people have stopped asking me when I'm gonna come home. So, yep, they're
When
proud.
you moved to Nashville, you moved up here and lived in a trailer for a little bit.
I did.
Like you drug a trailer.
In 2011, I bought it was a Flagstaff like bumper pool, and it was cheaper than rent. The guy, Jerry Cupid, who I was talking about from Baskin, who taught my daddy how to play guitar, he let me live in his studio parking lot for free for the first 3 years. And
In the trailer.
in the trailer. I was bumming water, Wi-Fi, electricity. I was going to college online. Got that general studies degree.
And here you are now, gonna have the #1 song in the whole country. How crazy! Listen, just for me to see you, the last 3 or 4 years has been a treat.
I know.
And now you're like all big time now. It's pretty cool to see, Lainey.
I don't know about that. My family keeps me real humble, so.
Well, you guys follow Lainey at Lainey Wilson Music on Instagram. Things a Man ought to know, just killing it. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Out with Jason on tour, playing the Opry. Like it's got to be all your childhood
is.
dreams coming true.
It is. It's all coming to fruition, and this is just the beginning.
I'll end with this question: have you met Miley Cyrus yet?
I have not met Miley Cyrus, but
She's
the first song I learned on guitar is "Achy Breaky Heart" too. I can't get away from the Cyruses.
So the first song you learned was Billy Ray. Then you were a Miley impersonator for
Yes,
years.
I might as well be a Cyrus.
I'll ask one question about the Miley thing because you and I have talked about it a lot on a podcast. Did you make more money being a Miley Cyrus impersonator, or a Hannah Montana, I should say?
That's it.
A Hannah Montana impersonator than you did your first couple years in like normal music?
Oh, I took like 10 giant steps back. After I hung up the Hannah Montana wig, I went from making $300 or $400 a party, and I was doing like 3 or 4 a weekend. Birthday parties, fairs, festivals. I would open up for Hannah Montana. I'd be like, hey, can Lainey open
So you
the
would
show?
do Lainey, and then you'd go put on the Hannah stuff.
Yeah, well, sometimes they'd be like, well, who's Lainey? I'm like, me, the person you're talking to. Can I open the show? They're like, no, we just want Hannah. I'm like, all right, fair enough. But anytime I could, I would do it.
So you'd make $1,000 a weekend
Yeah.
versus your first few
Oh,
years
my
out here
gosh.
where you're probably losing money.
I was, and I was going back home to this place called the Pickle Barrel, and they would let me play a couple times a month, and I just make everything at the door. Thank goodness I wasn't having to pay for rent or anything because I was living in my camper. But yeah, I thought about picking the wig back up a few times. I'm not gonna lie.
Lainey Wilson, you guys, she's got a record out. It's called "Saying What I'm Thinking." Things a man ought to know. Out gonna be number one song, and she's out with Aldean. You guys check it out. I'm gonna play a live version that Lainey did with Eddie and I's band, the Raging Idiots, at the Ryman Auditorium. This is Queen, Fat Bottom Girls, but Lainey's a singer here. You've heard this, right?
I have heard it.
Are you proud of it? Because I think it's really good.
This is the version that we play. Like if somebody is filling in for me
Yeah.
with my band, this is the version we play.
It's so good.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Lainey, good to see you. There she is. Lainey Wilson, everybody.
Oh, thank you.
It's a Bobby Bones show.